Alright, so if you're watching this tutorial, you're probably curious as to how to use SENYA'S macro on ASTDX. I used it for about 12 hours today while I was away from home, and I was able to get 56 EXP4s, which is a lot. So basically, the first thing you want to do is join SENYA'S Discord server, and that's going to be linked in the description of this video. Alright, so once you join SENYA'S Discord server, you're gonna first want to go to macro basics. Be sure to get your roles first. Anyways, you want to go to macro basics. You're gonna want to download this engine.dll. You're gonna download it, and then you can always go through the basics. So most importantly is you want to follow their display settings on your PC, and then they have a Roblox settings that you're gonna want to follow. Yeah, right here, Roblox settings. And I suggest that if you are ever confused and you're in the server, just be sure to come in here, go to the macro basics, and just review all of this and make sure you have all of this set to the right settings. After that, for ASTDX, you want to go to the free macro, and you're going to see this free ASTDX version 1.1.1.5. and where you're going to find this is you can request it or just go to the Google Drive that I will have linked down below as well. So once you click on the link, you're going to get to this drive right here. You're going to see All-Star Tower Defense X. You might want to refresh it, but basically these are the versions that he has available, SENYA, and look for the most recent version. So this is version 1.1.1.5, and this is also version 1.1.1.5. So you want to download both of these, okay? Alright, so once you have those two downloaded, you should see them here. What you will want to do is, again, make sure you have the engine.dll downloaded, and you want to click on this, the one with the keyboard and the little shield right here. You want to leave this one alone. You're going to click on this, and you're going to say yes. And you're going to see all these little settings, and what you'll want to do is paste your Discord ID. If you don't know how to do that, just go to Discord. And then if you look at yourself here, you can just right click on yourself, or just click on yourself and just copy user ID down here. So webhook URL. So this is what I do. I have my little server here, and essentially what it does is it connects to a webhook, and it's gonna tell you like the stats of how you did that round. It just helps you keep track of everything. So down here you can see that my runtime was 11 hours and 30 minutes. It'll take a screenshot for you, and it'll tell you you can see the time there as well, that you won or you failed. It'll tell you the map you were on as well. So how you do this is you click up here, okay? You want to go to your server settings. You want to scroll down under apps, you'll see integrations. So click integrations, you're going to see webhooks, and this is the webhook that they're referring to. So this is the webhook that I am using, and you can always create a new webhook. So let me create a new one for you. So it's going to be called Captain Hook. You can change it however you like. I can name it test, and you can set where you want it to go to, the webhook. And I'm going to say general, and then you want to copy the webhook URL, and look, I can paste this in here, and then I'm going to test ping. Oh, you know what? I want to save changes first, and then test ping again. And then it's going to say that, and before I leave here, I'm going to copy this back. Anyways, you'll see that the webhook is working now. Captain Hook, it's going to ping you, and it's testing. It just takes a screenshot of wherever the macro will be at. Okay, now onto the other settings, right? Make sure it's on infinite, and after you stop the macro, make sure that it does nothing. Super important here, you want to make sure that you have your private server link, and you want to paste it in here, and make sure that this is checked. You want to make sure this is checked, okay? And then game settings, Since I have ×3 speed, I'm gonna choose ×3 speed, but you can choose ×2. And I think most importantly, you want to have both of these checked. So make sure you have check spawn angles and manual reposition checked. Now you're gonna press done, and at first yours is not gonna look like this. Initially, it's gonna look like this, and nothing's gonna make sense to you. But don't worry, because I will be linking my loadout, which is it's called other Ulk Inf, since I'm using Ulk and farm. But if you want to learn how to do this, essentially, it's taking me a while to learn, but essentially you want to place, you want to add this action, right? And then you want to choose the position. You're gonna have to grab it, so you're gonna place wherever your mouse is after you press get position. And then slot basically means, you know how you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slots of units. Like say my farm is in slot 5, I'm gonna choose slot 5, and unit actually refers to like which unit. I don't know, like, is it the first unit you place or the second unit you place? So in my case, I would be placing my farm as the first unit, and you can change the priority if you want to. And then you add, and then you can also upgrade, sell, click, weigh, remove. I only use place and upgrade. Upgrade is pretty straightforward. You just add the action and then you choose. So like if I want to upgrade my farm, I'm going to choose the 5th slot, and then it was my first unit that I placed. And let's say I want to upgrade it 3 times or 2 times, and I'm going to press add, and that's essentially what the macro is going to do. But if you're lazy and you don't want to do all this yourself, I have this loadout, which I have been using for the past day, and it's gotten me a lot of gems and a lot of EXP. Alright, so open up your web browser and just simply press done. Let the macro do its thing. It's going to open a new private server through the link. Once it has resized the Roblox window, you don't really have to do anything with it. And it's gonna check through all your settings and everything. Let it do what it needs to do. It's gonna search up for void bags in case you're rejoining after reaching max. It's gonna claim it for you if it has to. So once you have fully teleported to infinite mode, what the macro is gonna do is it's gonna zoom out, change its camera angle. But since we chose to manually reposition ourselves, this is super important if you guys are using my macro. Before we press OK, right here, right? Before we press OK, for my macro, the best position is once you spawn, okay? You want to kind of move your character up here above. You see how this rock has like a little dent in it? Make sure you zoom all the way out and a little bit above the dent. You want to make sure that this path is about parallel to like your units down here, the UI down here, and make sure your game speed is on whatever you want it to be on, and then press OK. And just like that, the macro is going to start by itself, and literally it's just autopilot from here on out. So I'm going to let this round run, and I'm going to speed it up so you can see that this fully works, and I'll come back once the round is finished. As you can see, lasts about 22 waves, and the macro will replay it. You just gotta stay still Nothing else required on your end. All you have to do is just leave your computer open, let this run for as long as you want to. That's essentially the macro. That's all it is. Alright, so that's SENYA'S macro for you guys. It's a fairly new macro that he made for All-Star Tower Defense X, since this is also a relatively new game. The nice part about this is that it's free, at least for now. But even then, the free version, I believe, gets the job done. If you guys do have any questions, comments, or concerns at all about this macro, just comment below, let me know. Or if not, feel free to ask questions in SENYA'S own Discord server. So as you can see here under the free macro basics, you'll see this free macro support, and you can create posts here or search through. So what I like to do is I just use keywords if I have trouble with something, and just see if other people have had my issue and see if I can learn from that. They also have this action settings thing, so if you guys don't want to use my specific infinite loadout, you guys can always go here, look for other loadouts that other people have made. Anyhow, yeah, that's about it for SENYA'S macro. I think it's a lovely macro because it's gotten me quite a lot of gems. I hope this tutorial helped you guys. I hope you guys are able to macro your night away and get as many gems as I do, if not more. It's a really great macro to run every night. Always remember to have your manual reposition on, because that's something that I did not do. Always remember to reposition yourself like slightly above the dent in the rocks. And if you don't have Ulk or Darkwing, you can use Broly or any other flying unit. You could probably use Goku or Vegeta. It's gonna get the job done in my opinion, but it's better if you guys have a pretty good flying unit such as Darkwing or Broly. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope this tutorial helped. Peace.